Yo, ladies and gents, welcome to the show. And as you can see next to me, I've got Youngsta, the number one Cape Town hustler. And you know, I want to understand his business ethic, you know, because the way that I understand it, he's a self-funded musician. So, Youngsta, man, tell me, bro, like, you know, tell me about your hustle, man. Like, how do you do it? How do you, you know, be able to become a successful rapper in South Africa as a creative?
I never stayed comfortable. I never stayed content. You know, when I reached certain milestones, I didn't let that be the end goal. I always tried to go beyond the sky because I knew it wasn't the limit. So I think that constant searching, that constant yearning for more, not in a greedy sense, but in a self-improvement sense. You know, like I've seen other people do it. There's guys like Casper out there who also have that kind of adductors, you know what I mean? They have this keen entrepreneurship abilities.
Yeah.
And not only is that something that you either have or you don't, but it's also something you can learn while you're in the industry, while you're going along, bro. You look around at other people, you steal with the eye, you steal with the ear, you see what works for them, you try and apply it in your own life. I mean, we've seen white people do this for years, generational wealth, bro. They leave it to their children, the children leave it to the next generation of children. So for me, it's like, how do we create that? How do I create that? I'm the first generation in my family to do something independently for myself and not have a boss. So how do I turn more colored men and black men into better versions of me? How do I inspire them so that they can take a page out of my book and then start writing their own books? You know, so I wear my own clothing, shoot our own videos, we have our own barbershops, we have our own sneaker stores, we have our own apparel stores, do our own tours. Like, I realized that there's nothing under the sun that we are not capable of unless we make an attempt. And if it fails, then try something else or try again. But like I say, do not be content. Once you reach that point that you think is the pinnacle, try and see how far you can go beyond that, because there probably is another level, you know?
Yeah. That's amazing. And you know, and I think this is why I wanted to have a conversation with you, because you know, you have to be an entrepreneur to make it in the media industry. And recently Netflix sent me like a vest. Why, you know what I mean? Yeah. Tell me about your collaboration with Netflix.
Well, I mean, it was a very sweet deal. Shout out to Netflix. I was asked initially to just be a part of the Blood and Water series in terms of the music side of things, as well as a small acting role. And when we had the first meeting, they came to visit us at our store. And then they obviously saw now, you know, the little operation that we're running there. And they were like, wow, this is so dope. Like, do you guys want to maybe, you know, partner up with us in terms of making like a limited edition, you know, capsule of the Blood and Water season 2?
Yeah.
And that was a no-brainer for us, bro.
Yeah.
And also, like, I have a dope team. I have guys around me that are always pushing me creatively and pushing me as a businessman as well, you know? So the ideas flow naturally, but it's something we don't even force. And Netflix have never done anything like that before. So that was the first time they've ever collaborated with a local artist in terms of merchandise. So I think that, you know, we're setting a lot of trends, we're setting a lot of records as well. And it's there for people to break. It's not there for it to stay like that, like I must be the only guy.
Yeah.
Whoever saw me do that now has the opportunity, like, yo, maybe next year for season 3 or maybe for another show, you know, they can approach Netflix or whoever and they can try and pull off something bigger than what we did. You know, but we will always be known as the guys maybe who took that first risk. You know, they rolled the dice on us first. So, I mean, it's all just about your grind, bro. You know, how badly do you want it? How innovative can you be? You know?
Hey man, I love the merch. Shout out to you and Netflix.
No doubt.
All my cousins wanted. I'm like, nah, keep it.
It's a one-of-one, bro. It's a one-of-one, though.
Yeah. And yeah, finally, man, like, you know, I know we just touched on it, like, you know, running a business, being a creative. But now tell me, like, an artist that's at home looking at this interview now, how do they then, if they, because people always ask me this question, how do I make money as an artist, you know, outside of like the conventional touring and whatever? Like, now you just get a deal with Netflix. So how does an artist get into corporate?
Hey, nowadays there's many ways, but if you see it, what these influencers are doing as well, they're shooting content and they're getting little deals and brand deals and endorsement deals from big corporate names. You know, whether it be Nando's or Woolworths or Truworths or Dove, whatever it may be. But if you can create content that is dope and original and authentic, you might get some people knocking at your door. You know what I mean? And also you must identify sometimes a gap in the market. What is nobody making yet? What hasn't anyone done yet? Has anybody made weed flavored bubblegum? No, they haven't. Maybe you can be the first one. But you have to identify some sort of a need in the community or in the city or wherever it is you may find yourself and feed that. When I started rapping, nobody was saying salutas, away, Kaapstad, Naya, Yassas. That wasn't happening. I saw there was a gap. There was a need for that.
And you went for it.
And that's what I went for, you know. So the best way that I would suggest somebody find their place in the industry is just to identify something that's not yet in the industry. You can't be Ronaldo while Ronaldo is playing soccer. You have to wait till Ronaldo's done playing before you can be him. So same thing, you can't be AKA while AKA is still alive and well and making hits. You know what I mean? So you have to carve your own lane, but find something that is original for you or fitting for you, and then try and package that and sell that, whether it be perfume, water, cool drink. Look at this, I drink my own drink, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, lemon and ginger. Soon I'm gonna package this and sell it, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you need to be thinking out there, baby. It's not that hard. Just identify something that fits you and try and create that in some sort of a spin-off that the world can also buy into.
Wow, man, well put. We appreciate your wisdom. Thank you for sharing with us. I know. Thanks, man, and yeah, good luck with the project that you're dropping.
Salute us, bro. Bump my fist.
Oh, yeah. Salute us. I thought you were saying, oh, yeah.
Nah. It's a rap event tonight, bro. We stop bumping first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I know. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sharp.